Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is really weird. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? I do not understand. Why did it do that? I don't know why did it do that. Something happened with the UPS or USB, I don't remember. The saving, the electric, you know, the safety thing for electric voltage, and it just went down, but nothing else did. All the lights and things were kept on, just the UPS. And I'm thinking either an insect got in and just flickered, or it's starting to get faulty, and maybe there's a voltage or something that just makes it go off. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of worried if it's gonna keep everything on and going. We're still at the same spot. There shouldn't be any other issues, I hope. I hope there aren't any issues.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Alright.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Sheppard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That's so you know.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
There's no all clear.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Solution.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The
Radical
shuttles are down, so you'd
solutions.
have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Pay me.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
What was in the crates?
Do you know what you had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
I'll help you.
All right, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Thank you. I'll see what I can do.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Where is she? Where is she? Oh, do I need to go back? Cachorro. Yeah, no, an elevator cab. Multi-pass. Multi-pass. Is there gonna be a scene? You couldn't wait for me at the bar? No.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keene has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keene, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there.
Multi-pass.
I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You,
Yeah,
Sheppard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
You word. No. That is a no-no. That is a no-no.
I heard some of the guys were ransacking synthetic insides. Captain Matsuo didn't order them.
Ay. Wait, is this ready to go? Wait. This is not ready to go, is it?
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
It's not ready to go.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Yes, Liara. That's exactly my problem with that. Secrets and lies. Secrets and lies, bonita. Aye. I do not thrive under these conditions. Secrets and lies, secrets and lies. I do not thrive under these conditions. Secrets.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Multi-pass.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Multi-pass. Oh no. This guy again.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
There's more than one.
Enemy sighted.
Ali is super powerful.
area. No one gets in or out.
Oh, yeah, so did she know anything? Did she know we were coming? Did she know we were coming? Hello?
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth. You expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
How many more?
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
That's priority. The investor panic. Good supplies. Good supplies. We will not thrive under these circumstances to do it. Didn't see. Oh shoot! You visually impaired my. You visually impaired my mini potato. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Let's try again. I couldn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Still. Oh no. Nobody knows that they're out there. Huh. Alright.
Redeploying.
Is there something here? There's some stuff over here. No? I can't see. I can't see. I can't see the data. I can't see. I can't see the data. So did they install these things? Something. It's pretty nice. Yep, right. Right in the way. Yep, right of Noveria. We will take a break because she's destroying. You're destroying. Potato, you're destroying. You're destroying me. You're destroying me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Alright. We are back. Oof. Gotta build up the image. For our gladiator, Angela, to eat. And she's fed. She's at peace. We are filled with fur. And we can come back to it. We are in Noveria. Oof. I'm super duper tired. Let's do one. Let's do a throw. It's the pistols. Just enter Noveria. The matriarchs. Snipe something. Defeated? Am I hitting it or no? It seems like are they that strong? Super strong. Well, it is inside.
Zombies!
That's something that's strong. Sheppard. It doesn't seem like it fits. Oh, that's why.
On me! Last hit. I don't believe it. The last hit. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's juggernaut.
sense. So sorry. What happened? Did we do it? No. Shoot. Oh.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
Aye, okay. The reactor's back online. Got it. Let's go find our reactor. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's troop advance. You're gonna attack me.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some loot. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Gotta go through the cafeteria. Aye, aye. A moment. We need to adjust and recharge our headset because I forgot to charge it because I was at work. And 1 second. Okay, this is not very optimal. This is very tight. We need such equipment. Unfortunately, no money. No money. No money. The audio is so loud. Did it change? Did it change for this too? Wait. I need to lower a little bit. Okay. Okay. The audio is a bit too loud with this headset.
What was that? Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
Rachni. Jesus, what the? Those baby Rachni? Those are baby Rachni. Are those baby Rachni? Baby Rachni.
What were those? Xenobiology.
Just a scratch. It's not just a scratch.
Good as new.
They're all poisons and stuff. Aye, the Rachni. Got some codex to read later. Every time. Hello? Thank you. Where did it come from? Oh. If I remember correctly, it is the mission where we need to decide whether we want to release the Rachni or destroy the Rachni.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Okay. Ate up the power. Ate up the power. Enter core. Is this to restore power? Memory access. The VI core appears inoperational. You can attempt to manually reconfigure the databanks or use Omnichel to repair the damaged system. Let's try manual. Memory core 1 damaged. Transfer module stack to core 2 or 3 to reactivate. Repair incomplete. Wait.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Sheppard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at hot labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at hot labs. Isolation 2 breached. Tram shut down. Landline to hot labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
Kill him?
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency... Critical failure. Report complete. Do you have an
That's all I
additional-
need right now.
That's
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Can we go?
User alert. Landline connection now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Can I reestablish some sort of connection with the guns? Of course. Holy moly.
All patched up.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. time for revenge.
Holy. That was a lot. That was a lot. Landlines. Mirror terminal open.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergent... Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
Dimitri.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Andiamo. Andiamo. Andiamo al reattore. Let's go to the reactor. Andiamo al reattore. Let's go. Jesus. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Jeez. Oh. Terrifying.
Alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Got myself stuck. So is this to the reactor? Let's see. One restores power.
Now entering main reactor.
Okay.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yes. I get what jammed the gather here. Oh no.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
The gas are here. The gas are here. Jesus.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
What in the world? Insanity difficulty is really insane. Okay. We are already insane, so I guess we can bear with that.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart.
The HE3 fuel line's cut.
Is this... Okay, we have completed the repairs. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Are more enemies gonna show up? Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no. Oh, they came from up here. Oh. There's some goodies. Hmm. Thank you for rewarding exploration. Exploration. Hello.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate?
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
How would I fix it?
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Just open it.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe system which vents a 5,000-degree Kelvin plasma. This is sufficient to sterilize any potential contagion. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled at this time.
What should I do?
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control
yeah.
system.
Okay, you
this
already
can
told
be
me.
repaired on-site using a
Tell me what
standard-
happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific...
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander.
Thank you.
Logging you out.
Yeah. I love the transitions. Sci-fi. Again, oh jeez. I'm charging. They're all charging towards us. Holy moly. Keep charging at us. Okay. I think this is a good point to upgrade our weaponry. I think this is a really good point to do so. Because, you know, we might need to. We might need to. Okay. What's going? Damage production. Shields. Damage production. Plus toxic resistance. I feel like I need this. Health regeneration and toxic resistance. Yeah. Toxic resistance seems very good. Fusion toxic damage. Incendiary explosive. Ooh. Multiple mods, okay. Incendiary rounds. Kinetic stabilizer. Rail extension. Combat scanner. Weapon stability. Okie dokie. Let's do Liara. She primarily uses this one. So I guess we should. Should upgrade that. This is good for you. Okay, and let's do what you got. Armor plating. Let's give you this, and then let's give you also this too as well. Let's see if I can upgrade you. Cryrons? I kinda like incendiary. Oh, jeez. Since when was the last time I upgraded the weapons? Jeez. Oh. Holy moly. I think they both use just this. Right? I think they do just both use like this. Proton rounds. Let's give you cryo. Let's give you red extension. Energetic weave. I think I should give you the ablative coating. Yes.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert.
Loose
Loose
contaminants.
contaminants
Yes.
in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
I feel like halfway in an Alien movie and halfway in like the Resident Evil first movie. Okie
They
dokie.
are locked in. I could bypass the door. It looks like the
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving, that killing himself would be easier.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist
Tell me
you?
what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific
That's
query.
all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
So there's more. There's more of them. Shoot.
Bring it on.
I don't know. Yikes. Let's heal from toxins. We have arrived at the train station. Are we good to go? I remembered this part of the train station, but I don't remember. Oh, transit.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Horrifying. Horrifying.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Yeah. Let's be ready. There's stuff to come on. There's two. Okay, where should we go? Okay, this is locked. Hot Labs is Captain Ventralis. So this is the living quarters. Alright. Oh jeez.
Stand down.
Hello. Whew.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Sheppard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
We got enough charisma. Oh, good. This place is vulnerable. You survived somehow.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Uh-oh.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Engaging target. That's the last of them.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
They're itching to get out. And barracks. 6 scientists.
Where did they come from? Were they...
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Let's investigate this area.
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you study?
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Didn't ask with that.
Then
anyway,
I will return to my meditations.
You could have worked together, not because...
Science fuse. She just bug out and leave to die.
What? No!
Do your eyes still move once you go?
I haven't had much sleep since the attack.
That was scary to see.
There's something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing. I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Hello, Petuzzi.
Uncertain. I welcome you.
Should start talking like this.
Cautiously. I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I can do that.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Clarify tone, clarify.
I am concerned about the state of our guard.
The social exchange.
Many have been awake for days.
I guess I
For now,
need to be on
with
receiving end.
forced cheer,
Yeah.
I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock has been appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
I guess in times of need. Yes, I'll take this. Thank you. Could be useful. Could be useful. It could be useful for Tali. I don't think she can use the human. Right? Hang on. I don't know. This is really good. Does Tali use... Which one she use? Phoenix. So she uses human? No, she uses... Yeah, she uses her own. Can't be using human, right? Okay. Can I go with 6? Can I go here? Let's... Okay. Let's investigate.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Wait, can I go through here? Restricted area. Can I go through it? Will I get attacked?
Something you need?
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I should.
What?
You're a member of the science
Recently
team.
transferred. Molecular genetics. I am very... That is one of the virtues. I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arraeus.
Because I do
Then
not
why
know.
would I?
That's all for now.
Then...
Uncertain.
I heard...
For now,
Let's have a...
regretfully,
Thank you.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't... The location is terrible. It's easy to forget why science is guided. It's easy to forget why science is guided. Nothing, I didn't work there. Be gentle with him. I'm a toxicologist. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. None of us have had enough sleep since he... There's also our guest, Lady Bennett.
I'll talk to you
Remember
later.
to report any suspicious noises.
So I'm not there. To medical bay. Should go to medical bay for sure.
Hang on. I know you'd have a cure by now. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets.
Little-
You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm
I
our
definitely
doctor, but
understand
not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
What are you doing over here?
I administrate the systems of all of the various Peak 15 facilities.
What treatments have been attempted?
I'm afraid treatment is not possible. An unknown toxin is present within the tissues of each patient.
What's wrong with these people?
Accessing logs. They were in the
When you were
midst-
taken offline,
Without my program to administrate containment procedures, a quarantine breach occurred.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Guess we didn't need it. No. Okay, so where do we go? Where do we go? We can go that way. So we're going this way. Right? Or no? There were two other doors. There were two other doors before this one. Right? Two other doors before this one.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Sheppard's line. Sheppard's lines. So was it in this restricted area?
Warning, Watchdog protocol is active.
Can I wait? Can I go? No.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
Science pukes. Just bug out and leave to die. Bug out.
I don't know. Is this the right way? Is
I used to have nightmares like this.
maintenance area.
Lights out.
Sorry. Just taking stuff. No.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
What do you mean that's preposterous?
They found it in a derelict ship.
Wait, was she joking?
An egg.
She's sarcastic.
Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
In retrospect, a bad decision.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
What?
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we have... What is this, to the hot labs?
You're not part of the...
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Okay. What is it? Research notes. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little, too much will spoil the results. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Your mission ends here, Sheppard.
I thought she seemed odd.
You work for the nature.
You're a sleeper agent for Venezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Can just not fight so much, please. Wouldn't that be nice? Be a different kind of game, I guess. Gotta be ready for anything. I'm sorry, bud.
They came out of there.
I guess.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Should I go to the maintenance area? So now we have 3 doors. One can only be accessed on the other side. One goes in the hot labs, one goes into the maintenance area. And one goes into that restricted access that they... So that's why there's 4. There's 4. Maintenance, hot labs. Okay. Not where, not. Down here. We got.
Is that the cure? You did.
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
24. Ooh. The Paragon Life. Yeah, it's easier in video games, isn't it? Way easier in video games. Wait, can I try to convince the guy to give us access to the area, maybe?
Something you need?
I was attacked.
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it? Seriously? Okay. Let's go through the maintenance labs, I guess. Son of a... It won't give me access to that one. Let's... Contaminants. Let's get to the maintenance access. Let's go. Yeah. Gonna score. And chop it. Okay, more fighting, huh? Let's go. Insanity difficulty is surely insane. So we're in the hot labs. Are we in the hot labs? I don't think these are just normal. These are just normal labs. Right?
Watchdog protocol is active.
I am not going that way. Nope. Nope. That's where the control was. The drones and stuff. Wait, is that Venezia? We already got here? You know what?
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
lost her power. War? Oh jeez. Are we in a bad spot? Oh, she's getting weaker.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni seem to
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Sheppard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
Science lesson.
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die! I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Sheppard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I'm not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No, right. They always said there would be a...
I'm so sorry, Matriarch. I'm so sorry, we have to ginormous queen. Is it half gas? Or like a Siren, like Serenized? That is scary.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
What's wrong?
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, our elders...
I understand. A child left alone in a closet
If
until
you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I'll free you, I won't kill you. You die here by my hand. Well, of course, one is Paragon, one is neutral, and the other one is... Renegade. I don't know if we free them. I think there's a follow-up in Mass Effect 2. If I remember correctly. Of course, if I had Rex with me, he would say, just kill him. Tali, just made the recognition of the asset. Liara, it's more empathetic. We just explored and experimented on them. We should just release them. They also have the ability to make a lot of other Rachni. And she said that she does not know if their children will listen. What if, the experiment that they did to her, her mother, I faintly remember something about eggs and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to kill you, but I also don't want to free you. See if this... I won't kill you.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
You are scary, Rachni Queen. Very scary. Please don't win your arm. Please. Please don't win your arm. Please. She said to get rid of your children, as they are soldiers for war. Okay, so this is it, right? What about this? Some hot news. What about this? What's this do? Hot labs. Oh. Outside?
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
That was ancient.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
We can save them.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No,
Oh, you want?
I am sorry, but this will not work.
Where's the dialogue
These
option?
Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes?
Okay. But there's still the issue that I had on dog labs. Okay. Doctor. Okay.
Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
So I just need to get rid of these. Alright. Elegance.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Can I get it?
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Okay, I need to go back to him and say yes. Okay.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Logging you out, Commander.
I thought we got it. Yeah. Sure.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Straight out of movie. Straight out of a movie. Or movies. Yes. I remember that.
Online. How can
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
And the code.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh shoot. I can't get off up here. I can't. Can you Liara, Liara, can you I can't Liara. Yeah, like I. Can I? Okay. Okay. That was something. Oh, I can't go anywhere. Can't go there anymore. Okay. Well, we did all the missions, I guess. Right. Mission complete. Maybe we should have talked. No, we did all the missions we could do, I guess. Right? We saved the scientists. The thing is that he was not gonna help us if we breached that place. He was gonna get to us, so...
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
It's okay.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
They won't.
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Sheppard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
That was quick. Okay, let's briefly talk to everybody.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Briefly talk to everybody. See if they have any input on the last mission.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I understand. Okay. How'd you get your name?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
That's no answer.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker.
Oh, yeah,
It stuck.
I have to go.
We already...
Alright, see you.
We already talked about that. Right? I think so. Yeah, because I made the context about smiling, not smiling, why are we smiling, not smiling, the expression, it's not expressing it. More stuff. Hello, kitten. L2 biotic.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Need to go check it out. Let me take a quick break. Lady Rangela is barking. Barking. Let's go check it out. And we are back. Get our cruise bearings. Yes. Let's see. Need a chit chat. We'll probably end soon because I need to rest a little bit. Yes, tomorrow.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Your voice is soothing, Doctor. Oh, sorry about your mom.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
It's not about that you don't feel bad. It's, you know, she's already contemplated everything. She did.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Sheppard.
There's a cat that's crossing outside, and I feel like she's scared. I mean, no, she's trying to scare off the cat. Angela, vieni. Angela, vieni.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Sheppard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
But we don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Sheppard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
Remas, oh, Sheppard. So abrasive. You looked that up.
Why are you so interested in me?
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Sheppard.
Believe that?
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
So abrasive.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest. But it has grown beyond that.
Sheppard,
You intrigue me, Sheppard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Oh, I forgot about this. So they wrote the triangle stereotype. I did not remember. I did not remember that they put this in here. What are these things? What are these options? Ashley's special, it's not serious. When did we ever have a romantic conversation with Ashley Williams? With Chief Williams? When did we? Did I not clock it? What? What? You're an alien. What is this answer? Sheppard, what the? It's not serious, that's right, you're an alien.
How could you and I have a relationship? We're not even the same species.
Oh, after all you've learned.
Humans are physiologically compatible in most ways, Commander.
Jesus.
Of course, a relationship must involve more than mere physical contact. There must also be an emotional and spiritual connection between us. Our species may be different, but there are many things we could share. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Chief Williams.
What does it mean it's not serious? What are we talking about? Ashley's special, that's private? What? What? That's private?
My relationships are none of your business.
I apologize, Commander. I did not mean to pry. I thought there was a mutual attraction between us. Obviously, I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
There are options. Okay. I'm so bad at this stuff. Clearly. I'm so bad at this stuff. You are way off. Forget it. I just want to be friends. Forget it. Huh? I am attracted to you. Alright. I do not think that we can... I mean, we could choose not to romance anybody. But in the interest of, you know, giving Sheppard some relief from all the weight that he has to carry, and having people that are interested in him as a person, not just as commander, not just as the protein vision holder and stuff like that. Liara has Minasaris have depth, and which I'm kind of interested in, like going beyond the physical. There is also Tali. I do not remember if we can romance in the first one. I know Garrus. I don't think so, because we are a male. Caden? I don't think so. Who else we got? Well, obviously not Rex. No matter how much abrasive we are, I don't think we can get through the new Rex. I don't think that works out for him. Even the genophage situations, it's a bit a lot. And what else we got? There you go, Ashley Williams, Caden, Rex, Garrus. So Tali and Liara, I was not... I mean, there were some looks and stuff, but I didn't like use like flirtatious or forward language. Did I, in the options I picked towards the Chief Williams? Or did I just being like Paragon Commander like? Out of these, probably either I just want to be friend or I'm attracted to you. for interest's sake, and I guess we'll pick this one.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time.
Trauma bonding.
We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common.
Could be
This makes no sense.
love at first sight kind of thing. Being on the same frequencies, of course, fictional, so writers choice. Doesn't have to.
These things never make sense. They just happen. We get
Sometimes
swept up in the
it's-
storm.
yeah.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
I'm not used to this. You. That's so perfect.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll
That's
be
the
here.
perfect line.
Thank you, Sheppard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
Yeah.
I should go.
Goodbye, Sheppard.
After she lost her mom, Sheppard. Timing, Sheppard, timing. Well, what's a deep conversation doesn't need another deep conversation. She kind of brought it up too, so I don't understand this thing about Ashley and Chief Willing. I did not know that they wrote it, and you know, that's not nice. But for the times, I guess that's what we get. They wrote it and antagonizing. They wrote them antagonizing each other.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, hello, Sheppard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels
Yeah,
like
we got this conversation.
back home. That, you know,
You
there's
have
always
like white noise.
I could never abandon my people, Sheppard. See you later.
Her white noise was all the ruckus of all the ships and all the things. The new workings and stuff. What's up, Garrus?
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while.
Well, not as much as you, but...
I'll bet you have.
Okay.
That case was a bit disturbing.
Oh.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
This common.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market. But they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic, but this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
What'd you
So
find?
how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Sheppard,
maybe
so
not. Either way,
abrasive.
it paid off.
Jeez.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. Pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
I see.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
It's a tough choice.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Aye, aye. Where is it? Herschel system, the Kepler Verge. Kepler Verge.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Sheppard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
I'm afraid we didn't. It's alright.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and
Should
my
we
sisters
comment on that?
especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Must be nice.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Sorry.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
No.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
It's about the way you go about it.
Face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
It's not like a one-size-fit-all. It depends on the person.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony.
Household name.
I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Keep it to yourself. What? You're fanatic.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Skipper.
What do you want, Sheppard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as? I don't really care.
Yes, Rex. Okay. Got it. Here we go, more weapons. Ooh. Nice. Damage production. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's equip the we don't have any demorpho. Dali. We lost a lot. We got nothing for you. We got Rex. 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 Rex. We got Rexes, we got Rex, we got, no, wait. Uh-oh. We got Rex, we got Rex. And now let's do the protein ones. Sync. Let's do that. Exoskeleton 6. Let's go. What up, Garrus? What up, Garrus? You need better weapons. What? Kinetic buffer. Decidings. Okay. Let's go for Kane. Oh. What do we got for you? Not much. Sheesh. Shield recovery. Let's get get everything as much as possible equipped. Even though it's not very much. Actually, here, lower the things, man. This. Okay, let's go back to her. Let's equip. Let's equip them all with things. Okay. Everyone has everything. We can sell everything.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you bet, Commander.
Let me sell everything. Armor. This is blue. Yeah, this is like Spectre only. Like Spectre only things. Whoa, we could buy all of them. We could buy the whole deal here. Huh? We could buy the whole thing. And equip all of them. Should I do it? Or no? Let's leave it for now. Otherwise we're gonna spend all of our money. So I guess it's getting pretty late. I should stop. Another early day tomorrow.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Aye, aye. And who is it?
Commander Sheppard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
Yeah.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Sheppard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
You don't want to be involved. Yeah. Alright. I think we run this on before, so we need to go here. I'm thinking I want to go back to the Citadel. Yes. I'm gonna go back to the Citadel. Citadel. And we probably finish the quest. What was it? I think she's at the bar. The one I needed to speak to. I think she's at the bar. We also need to speak with the Rear Admiral, right? Let's do... Nah, probably I'll do them next time. I don't know if I'm able to stream tomorrow, but I'll try. I don't know though, because I need more rest.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Money. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, this is a different view. I don't know. Oh. Whoa. You have a lot of points too. Okay, I'll save. And I'll exit. Yes. So I'm not sure what I'll be able to stream next. I also have to look into this thing. With the issue, the technical issue that I had today. Because you don't want it to keep happening, because it might damage certainly the UPS, but also like maybe everything that's attached to it, which is a problem. So as usual, I hope you're okay. You have food, water, roof for your head, wherever you are. Taking care of yourself, both inside and out, and be able to learn something new every day, as today, for example. And yeah, even through the tough times, there's still something that we can do. Sometimes resting is the best things we can do, which means not doing much. Which is a hard lesson I'm trying to learn. I'm kind of like a 24/7, and that's why this helps. and working, like getting mind focus. And it's not necessarily like monetary thing. It's just, you know, get yourself focused on something. And I'm pretty tired. I hope I can either not stream for some days and maybe edit a bit more my videos, which now I've accumulated like a lot through the years. But since I started experimenting doing it with the camera, I was kind of hoping to do more repo and do another multiplayer day. But there's, as I said, I think last time, was it Friday? Yeah, I think so. I'm dealing with some personal stuff and try to make decisions without distracting myself too much from clarifying some things and making them. And see you next time. Whenever it may be. Should get a schedule. Should get a proper schedule. Like, I'm gonna keep saying this a lot before I do it. Brain.